Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Rosario. Fire engulfed the Indian Oil Adani gas pipeline at Sankwal on Sunday. A massive fire broke out at the natural gas pipeline owned by Indian Oil Adani Gas Private Limited. However, a major tragedy was averted by the fire personnel from Verna, Vasco and Margao as they put off the fire. At first, it seemed that the bushes caught fire, but fire personnel found that the gas pipeline had actually caught fire and informed Adani Gas.
12 मिनटान आमकां कॉल येयले पणजे हेडक्वॉर्टर फायर कंट्रोल रुमाच्यान ती ड्राय ग्रास आहा इमिजिएटली वेर्ना फायर स्टेशन पावली हांगा आनी उजो पालयता एक नाला आसलो तितून चड बबल येवपाक लागले आनी उजो चड तेणी इंचार्जाक आपयलो आनी इमिजिएटली आमी पावले उपरांत पळयल्यार इज अ व्हडले इश्यू सो मागीर इमिजिएटली आमी वास्को फायर स्टेशन आनी मडगांव फायर स्टेशनान गाडी मागयली टोटल 3 गाडी आमी स्प्रे केले उदक मागीर अदानीक आमी इन्फॉर्म केले जुवारीक इन्फॉर्म केले झेडावेलाक इन्फॉर्म केले अदानीची टीम पावले उपरांत कळ्ळें की नॅचरल गॅस पायपलायन हें जाला सुटला म्हणून आनी थंयच्यान ती पायपलायन आहा पळय ती वयताली सप्लाय हांगा इंडस्ट्रियल वेर्न्या आनी तेंची टीम येयला आतां ते कॅरी आउट करता म्हणून
पण हे ओपन पीट कोणी सोडला
ते हांव कांय सांगूंक शकना
बट देर इज अ ओपन पीट नो दिस अ नेग्लिजन्स और इट इज ओके
आय कॅनॉट से लायक दॅट बट it's actually they should clean the area and keep the proper safe for hazardous.
कितले फायर ब्रिगेड हाडले खंयच्यान हाडले
आमची वास्कोच्यान आपयली हांवें गाडी आनी मडगांवच्यान येयली.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Goa on Sunday. Shah will have engagements in Bori, Ponda and Samode. He will participate at a door-to-door campaign at Samode and hold a public rally at the Sharda Mandir Hall in Samode. In the evening, Shah will hold a town hall and launch an umbrella campaign at Vasco.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Goa on Sunday. Amit Shah will participate at a puja and darshan at Sai Baba Temple at Bori, address a public rally at Sun Grace Garden Ponda and will have engagements in Samode and Vasco.
माननीय गृहमंत्र्यांच्या सभा आहेत आणि लोकांमध्ये खूप उत्साह आहे कारण गृहमंत्र्यांना ऐकायची लोकांना इच्छा असते त्यामुळे मला असं वाटतं की विशेषतः साऊथ गोव्यामध्ये आज 4 मतदारसंघांमध्ये ते झालं.
On his second trip to Goa this election season, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will meet all 40 candidates of the Congress and alliance partner on the 2nd of February. On the same day, he will address a physical rally at the Chief Minister Pramod Sawant's Sankaling constituency and thereafter have a virtual program with all 39 constituencies where screens will be put up.
While on his one-day visit, Rahul Gandhi will also meet tourism stakeholders, Anganwadi workers, taxi operators, those who are suffering due to crisis in the economy.
चेहरे उम्मीदवार उतार चुकी है. राहुल गांधी जी के कार्यक्रम में उन सभी 40 हमारे जो कैंडिडेट्स हैं उनके साथ संवाद रहेगा, उनके साथ 1-on-1 मीटिंग करेंगे श्री राहुल गांधी जी और आगे का हमारा किस तरह से कार्यक्रम रहेगा, चुनाव किस तरह से हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे उस पर वो चर्चा करेंगे. पालन करते हुए 40 विधानसभाओं में 40 डिजिटल स्क्रीन्स लगेंगी और राहुल गांधी जी बोर्ड के ग्राउंड जो संखलिम में है उस बोर्ड के ग्राउंड से सीधा 40 विधानसभा सीटों के प्रत्याशियों के साथ और वहां के हमारे जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, वहां की जो लोग हैं, जनता है, उनसे सीधा संवाद करेंगे. 40 जगह पर ये कार्यक्रमों में लगभग 20,000 लोग हिस्सा लेंगे कम से कम, ये हमारी कोशिश है.
गोंयचे जे टुरिझम सेक्टरांतले जे लोक त्रासान पडलेले आसात, गव्हर्नमेंटान टुरिझम पॉलिसी सारकी ना. टुरिझम इंडस्ट्री काबार जाल्ली आसा त्यांचे सगळे स्टेक होल्डरां बरोबर तो डिस्कशन करतलो. 1000 लोक थंय फिजिकली रॅली ही साखळे बोडके ग्राउंडाचेर जातली. थंय 2-4 मतदारसंघाचेर आमचे मेन लोक येतले सिलेक्टेड आनी प्रत्येक कॅन्डिडेट आपल्या आपल्या मतदारसंघाक 4 वरांचेर तेंची पब्लीक मिटींग स्टार्ट जातली प्रत्येक एज पर द SOP. आनी 5 वरांचेर राहुल गांधी साखळेच्यान तांकां सगळ्यांक संबोधीत करतले. ती फिजिकल कम वर्च्युअल रॅली इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन. साखळे इज अ फिजिकल रॅली आनी बाकीचे 39 मतदारसंघांक ती वर्च्युअल रॅली. त्या मिटिंगेक पोरये वाळपय आनी बिचोलेचे लोक येतले. सो थंय सेंटर आसची ना. बाकी कडेन सगळ्याक सेंटर आसतली आनी टोटल सेंटर जवळ जवळ आमची 41 सेंटर जातली. थंय थोडे युथ काँग्रेसचे आसतले, थोडे सेंटर्स युथ NSV आसतले आनी बाकी सगळे मतदारसंघाक. सो प्रत्येक मतदारसंघाक 4 वरांचेर पब्लीक मिटींग लोकल कॅन्डिडेट आनी जे इन्चार्ज आसा प्रत्येक मतदारसंघाचे जावं लोकल लिडर आसा ते संबोधीत करतले. आनी 5 वरांचेर राहुल गांधीची मिटींग स्टार्ट जातकर प्रत्येक सेंटराचेर व्हर्च्युअली ते राहुल गांधीची मिटींग स्टार्ट करतले आनी अटेंड करतले.
ब्युरो रिपोर्ट फॉर हेराल्ड TV.
Considering the plight of taxi operators, especially in the context of the COVID crisis, the TMC has proposed a welfare board for taxi operators and their families to provide social security. They also promised a 10,000 rupees one-time help to about 30,000 taxi drivers and the reimbursement of the cost of the taximeter within 250 days of their coming into power.
The insurance that they have to pay is becoming increasingly a financial burden on them. We have also assured them that our government will come to power in Goa and will give them a 100% subsidy up to a premium of 2,500. So let me summarize it for you. Our immediate package for them to come out of their economic crisis caused due to mismanagement of COVID by the BJP is a 10,000 rupees one-time payment to approximately 30,000 taxi drivers. The long-term policy of All India Trinamool Congress and our alliance partner will be to set up a welfare board which gives them social security. So there has to be a long-term policy to look after their health, to look after the education of their children and their families. That will be done by a board which will be crystallized, which will be institutionalized, and over and above that, which has been a serious problem, which is the one-time charge for the taxi meters. We will refund that money within 250 days of forming the government. And last but not the least, taxi drivers are also liable to pay many taxes like road taxes, etc. We will restructure that tax, but after having a thorough discussion, because we do realize that it is the taxes that pay for the benefit of the people in any state.
आधी सीझनान गाडी चलताल्यो, ऑफ सीझनान तांकां मातशे त्रास जाता. पण आता पॅन्डेमिक जाला आनी तांकां सगळे ऑफ सीझनच कशें पडले आसात. तांकां कांयच बिझनस ना, कांय ना. आमी तांकां हेल्प करूंक जाय. आमी ऑल आउट वयतले तांकां हेल्प करपाक टॅक्सी पावोवंक. आमी तांकां बश्ट यूज करून घेवन चल. यूज एंड थ्रो ह्या आनी आसचें ना टॅक्सी ड्रायव्हरांक.
कोविड सिच्युएशनान एंटायर गोयचे बिझनस टुरिझम सेक्टर, गोवा इज नोन फॉर अ टुरिझम सेक्टर आनी त्याचो सगळ्यात मेजर प्ले रोल करता जाल्यार आमचे टॅक्सी ऑपरेटर्स. खूबशे इन्सिडेंट जातात. म्हाका भायल्यांनी फीडबॅक मेळटा की गोवान टॅक्सी ऑपरेटर्स इतके बरे की त्यांचे लोकांचे कस्टमराचे फोन सुद्धा उरलेले कोरियरान धाडून तांकां रिटर्न मेळ्ळेले आसात. सो इतके बरो रेपो असलेल्या मनशांक.
Villagers of Santa Cruz have strongly objected to nearly 198 stalls put up by the roadside. Though the panchayat did not give license, one stall owner said money was collected but no receipts had been given. They raised the fear of the COVID cases increasing due to the failure of using of masks and social distancing. They also said that the stalls vending food had no FDA license and were operating in unhygienic conditions.
Villagers of Santa Cruz objected to the selling of gutka and pan at the stall set up at Santa Cruz feast. They said there was no provision made by the village panchayat for toilets and disposal of waste. Villagers had no objection to traditional items being sold at the fair.
Cases rise आहेत असा आणि आमची पंचायत इज प्रमोटिंग दीस. आता तूं दवर तूं एका दोन एक स्टॉलाचेर आतां पळय मास्क नासतना सगळे आहात ते लोक भोंवता हिंगा येतात वयता. एक 10 स्टॉलाचेर 200 स्टॉलां सुमार आहाय ते 10 स्टॉलाचेर कोण पॉझिटीव कितें आहलो जालें दांडोड आख्ख्या गांवची. सेकंड वेवान आमी पळयलां आमचो लोक कसो मेला पळय तो. आवर लव्ड वन्स हॅव डायड. पीपल आर अफ्रेड ऑफ दॅट. आनी हे थर्ड वेव खबर जावपाचें वगत येयला. मातशें पासियन्स नासलें आमकां विचारल्यार पूण आमकां खबरूच ना. कितें खबर ना. ते येदी व्हडली फेर आतां जाली 200 मायज स्टॉलां कशी खबर ना.
पयलं आसतले ही फेर रॉंग टायमार येयल्या. कोवीड सिट्युएशन वाडलेलें आहा आनी ट्रेडिशनल वी आर नॉट ऑब्जेक्टिंग टू ट्रेडिशनल फेर वीच कम्स. ते जाय आमकां. पूण तुमी जर ह्या स्टॉलां पळयत देर आर 198 स्टॉल्स वीच आर कम. तेतून तुमकां दिसतलें कोणा जिन्स पॅन्ट some of them panpatti, especially they are against gudka which has been sold in open. भुरगे आहा मागीर नाका आसलेले येयले ते आमच्यो फूड स्टॉल्स तांकां हेंचे कोणाचे आमचे फूड एंड ड्रग्स ते येवन चॅक करता ते खबर ना. हे आमचे लोक खातले आनी फाल्यां बरें नासतना पडटले. आमचे मागणें इतलेंच सरपंचा लागीं ही फेर काडा. थँक्यू.
I wrote one letter to district collector, magistrate Mr. Ajit Roy. And I marked copy to Panchayat, I marked copy to Tony MLA, I marked a copy to police station that action has to be taken on this. But till date no action is being taken on this.
तुमकडे लायसन्स हाकावी जाता ना. लायसन्स कोणाकडेच ना. आणि तुम्ही पैसे कोणाक फारीक करतात? ते पंचायतीचे येतात पंचायतीचे कोण येतात नाव नाका. तुका रिसीट बा कितें दिल्या ना. रशीद काय केन्ना हर वर्सा केन्ना रशीद दिना ते तसले अशें कलेक्शन करता ती.
Story by Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Let's take a short break. Welcome back. The Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai and Chief Minister Pramod Sawant paid respects to Mahatma Gandhi on his death anniversary, which is observed as Martyrs' Day all over the country. The Governor and CM laid wreaths at Martyrs' Memorial Azad Maidan in Panjim.
The Apostle of Peace Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated on 30th November 1948 by Nathuram Godse before a prayer meeting in the compound of Birla House, now Gandhi Smriti, a large mansion in the central New Delhi. Godse assassinated him by firing 3 bullets from a revolver at Gandhi at point blank range. Mahatma Gandhi was 78.
The Sambaji Brigade, led by its Goa chief Reginald Da Costa, has vowed to fight corruption in Goa. He said there would not be any buying or selling of votes. Sambaji has fielded 3 candidates: Mukesh Naik, who will contest from Shiroda, Diana Fernandez from Siolim, and Maria Da Costa will contest from Mandre. Even if they do not succeed at the elections, they will continue to work for the people, Reginald Da Costa stated at a press conference on Sunday.
After the first assembly, if my MLAs, let me introduce candidates from Shiroda, Mr. Mukesh Naik, Ms. Diana Fernandez from Solim, and Ms. Maria Da Costa, who is my wife, from Mandre. So my thing is, how will you stop corruption in Goa? First thing, after the first assembly of Goa, whoever is the CM, whatever is the what they say, they have to come together. Now if BJP comes with Congress or Congress comes with anyone, they have to take someone else. If you all bring us three together, my three will be like an blast in the assembly. If we are winning, whatever is their manifesto, I bought it under one manifesto, like all the parties in Goa. Soglyani jo promise kela, I bought a manifesto exactly what they are wanting to give. So my point is, if all of them can give, why can't I give it to the goals? It's not coming from my pocket, so I'll give it from the government's pocket to you all. It won't come from my pocket. The thing what I promise you all from my pocket is, if my candidates are not elected, still I'll fight for you all. Being educated, now to stop corruption, if you are giving some amount to take that PWD job, so if you are giving, I heard that they are taking 25 lakhs for a PWD engineer job. Now when the engineer is investing 25 lakhs, that's the investment what he is doing. So why should he stop corruption? Even I say he is perfect. He has to do corruption. So the main motive to stop corruption in Goa has to be, first, God has given me to fight for the Goans is, I will go on a fast after the first assembly is over. If they are not ready to listen to me what I am saying, do the job, both the constable jobs and the PWD jobs has to be done on a lottery base. This is the start for Goacho badlav bhi ani corruption ban karpak bhi.
The feast of Our Lady of Rosary at the Santa Cruz Church was celebrated with great pomp and religious fervor on Sunday. The feast followed 9 days of novenas which were attended by the faithful. The concelebrated feast mass was celebrated at 10 a.m. Father Richard Pinero emphasized the devotion to the Rosary. The annual fair and brass band were in attendance.
The Feast of Our Lady was celebrated at Santa Cruz on Sunday. After the religious festivities, a brass band belted out traditional tunes generally associated with feasts in Goa.
तेरसाच्या मागण्या वरवीं जायते संत भक्ताचे पावले चडले आनी आयज तेरसाचे मागणे आमकांय एक हातयार जावन आसा एका दिसा जेजूच्या गोपांत पावले. आयज साबीन आमकां कितें सांगता, हे परबे सुमार 21 ती आमचे लागीं मागता. म्हजो पूत सांगता तें आनी तिचो पूत आमकां कितें सांगता, सदांच बापाची खुशी. आमी जितले पावटी तेरसाचे मागणे करता तितलेय पावटी सायबीण माय आमचे सांगता हे मागणे बापाक करता. सगळे आमचे प्रश्न, सगळे आमचे दूख, सगळे आमचे सूख तिच्या हातांत. तिचे वरवीं सर्गीच्या बापाक तें भेटूं आनी बापा लागीं मागुया, सायबा आमकां सदांच सायबीण मायचे मजतीन तुज्या पुताचे खरे गोवाय जावन आमकां फोलो कर.
Story by William Rodriguez for Herald TV.
Well, that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.